Good morning, everybody. I am here. And I don't think that BeLive made an announcement. So we'll see. I may be talking to a vacuum today. Oh, what are we going to do, right? Okay. Thought Jimmy might show up, but I don't see him. I invited him, but here I am. I'm here. Here we go. We have 113 homes we listed yesterday, which is an awesome thing, right? We like that. We put 146 under contract, and that's pretty good. I don't think we've been hitting those big numbers lately for the under contract. So we'll see what's going to happen in August when all these homes start to sell, because this month we're a little bit behind June. June was a stellar month with 148 sales a day. Oh, hi, somebody's watching me. Good. I don't think I made an announcement. But anyway, sorry, everybody. Glad you're here. So let's see, what was I saying? Right now, of course, Friday's the last day of the month. I ask everybody, make sure you put your sales in on Saturday, because that's the 31st, and then it'll keep the numbers correct for July. But I think it'll come up, of course, a little bit. I don't know how much, because we closed 105 yesterday. We have 24 days of inventory. I think that's good. And you know why, I believe. I'll tell you in a second if you don't. Anyway, of the homes that were listed yesterday, there were 90 single family homes listed yesterday. 30 of them were under. Hi, Karen. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you. I'm sure you didn't get a notification because something went wrong. But anyway, let's see. So what was I saying? 30 of those homes that were listed yesterday, the 90, 1/3 of them were under 400,000. So that's very good. And of the 3,116 single family homes that we have listed, we have 1,070 under 400,000. So that's good. So the median price, we will adjust it. It's $398 right now. So we'll see what happens. I like to wait till the end of the month, and then even a little bit farther into August, so that we get all the stats. And I like to see what GLVR or LVR has to say as well. Why do I like 24 days of inventory? Well, one of the pitches that Zillow gives to everybody is that why not get your money as fast as you can, with the least amount of hassle, because realtors, give you hassles, and you got people running through your home, invading your privacy. And so there's two things you can do. You can, number one, tell the buyer's agents need to start bringing more qualified people to the table with companies that can do appraisals in the least amount of time. That's a plus to overcome the iBuyer platforms, what they tell them. Good morning, Frank. Good to see everybody this morning. Yeah, glad you're here. I got my regulars. Got my coffee this morning. I was up at 1:30, so I really need this morning. So good. So yeah, Zillow has two pitches. We invade their privacy, and the stress of not knowing if somebody's qualified. So the way we're going to have to overcome that, buyers agents and lenders are going to have to get appraisals done faster, and to overcome that objection, because Zillow comes in with cash. But so buyers agents need to, like, sorry. I was out walking in that humid air this morning. Yvette Hansen, who brought a qualified VA buyer to John's $1.3 million listing, which was a referral from Victoria in California. Thank you so much, Victoria. Anyway, so the person was qualified, did the appraisal and the inspection in 3 days of the contract. It was Friday. It was over the 4th of July. So Tuesday, we had the inspection. Wednesday, the appraiser went out. And so there was no stress, or limited stress anyway. We had we could overcome the objection of why they would use a Zillow versus using us, the seller. So that solved that problem quite nicely, because this particular this fella, he was an astute businessman. He probably could have sold this house himself, and he knew that. But anyway, I digress a little bit. So Yvette brought a qualified VA buyer, and with a lender who was able to perform in record time, or record time as far as we were concerned. And it closed in 21 days. So from Friday, was it the 2nd or the 1st of July? I forget. But anyway, it closed last Friday. So it was 23 days. So anyway, we overcame the objections that the iBuyers. Hey, good morning, Annetta. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see people this morning. Thank you. So we were able to overcome those 2 objections that you're going to have to overcome. And it's going to be, the crux of everything's going to fall on the buyers to bring those qualified buyers with companies that can do appraisals quickly. And then, of course, the other thing is the invasion of privacy. So what we're saying is, start thinking about doing like 1 day a week. You're going to let people come in, make appointments or whatever, however you want to do it. But they have, 1 day a week that they can show the house. So now the seller says, well, I want to be represented by a realtor, so I won't use Zillow. My privacy is only going to be invaded once. Hi, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. My privacy is only going to be invaded 1 day a week. And the agent is going to request that buyers bring almost ready to close, subject to appraisal buyers. So that's where we're headed. I just want to keep reiterating that because it's so important that we get on board. If you listened to me last week, I read that Zillow report that 1,000 Watt, the statistical real estate company, did. And they said 50% of the people said they go with Zillow. They know, like, and trust them. So anyway, we've got all that. So let's move on today because we have interesting information here. So where are we among other cities? So let me put this down and let's see. Here we go. Here we go. So prices are rising, of course, across the United States, but we still trail in the U.S. average. So Phoenix has gone up almost 26%. Yeah, that's good for us, right? People, I like that. From a competitive standpoint, I really like that. And then Seattle has gone up 24%. Tampa's gone up 18%, Oregon 17.5%, Charlotte 17%, but Las Vegas only 15.5%. So we're really good. We're down, and then you have, of course, Detroit, Washington, Atlanta, and Chicago. Now, these other cities below us are not necessarily desirable places to live in our current, maybe Atlanta is, but, I know Atlanta has issues too, but that was my hometown. So I think that in the top, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, in the top 6, I think we're faring really well because our prices haven't gone up so much, which is really good. And it's good to tell this is information that's good to share with your sellers and your buyers as well. And if you're targeting on social media, it's a good thing to show this, boost this out there, and I'll put it in the group for you to get. So that is a really, really good indication. And I know, I would guess that by August, the median price is going to edge up there, maybe to 400, maybe not, because the market has slowed down a little bit, which I think is good. We don't need the frenzy because it makes everybody panicked and stressed. So I think that's good. So let me hide that. Let's see what else we have going on today. Oh dear. Yes. Today at 4:00, Sisolak is going to impose a new mandate that requires everyone, vaccinated or not, to wear masks indoors in public places with high rates of COVID transmission, including Clark County. So he's going to do I meant to say he's going to do a conference today, a news conference at 4:00. And you can watch it on YouTube if you miss it, because they post it on YouTube. And his channel, name it, just search on YouTube for Sisolak and you'll find him. But anyway, The governor's directive aligns with a new recommendation earlier yesterday from the Centers for Disease Control. The directive includes a 3-day grace period that gives businesses and residents until 12 a.m. Friday to comply. So by Friday, we have to wear masks if we're outside. Businesses and residents in counties with substantial or high transmissions are strongly urged to adopt the changes as soon as possible. Citing the CDC data, the governor's office said 12 of Nevada's 17 counties are currently considered to have substantial or high transmission. Carson, Churchill, Clark, that's us, Douglas, Elko, Esmeralda, Lincoln, Lyon, and so on and so forth. But Clark is in there in the ones that the 17 counties that are considered to have high transmission. And of course, now they have the new strain out there. So the reason I'm really bringing this up is I don't know how this is going to affect us in the future, and what is really going to happen if this new strain gets to be worse than COVID-19. So we'll see. The state's mandate does not apply to participants in certain activities or events, including athletes, performers, and musicians. So it also says there's universal masking for kindergarten through 12th grade students, teachers, and staff, regardless of the vaccination status. And that's sending a mixed message to people. Well, if I got vaccinated, why do I have to wear a mask? And they already say that the masks don't work. So there's a lot of controversy out there over these issues and how it's going to affect real estate. We shall see. Maybe when we're showing houses, everybody's going to go back to masks, and I don't know. We'll just see what happens. I think we're in, again, that uncharted territory. And when we don't know where things are going, that causes uncertainty, unrest, and people don't like to make major decisions when they have uncertainty and unrest. So that's why I'm bringing this to your attention today. The other thing that's going on that I don't want to spend a lot of time on, but the eviction. I think we're going to see what happens with that, but that's coming down the pike too, to see if they're going to what they're going to do about it. So we're going to be looking for it. I don't know if I got this is no, that was the other one. I don't think I have any information on that. That's fine. So let's move on to foreign investors, because this is really interesting. Back myself down here. The top 5 foreign buyers, and I think it's important that we know where our foreign buyers are coming from, because again, for social media or the messages that you're giving out there, regardless if you represent sellers or buyers, you need to know where the buyers are coming from. And Canada is number 1 with 8% of the foreign buyers, $4.2 billion. Mexico is number 2, 7% of foreign buyers. China numbers 6%, India 4%, the United Kingdom 4%. So what that tells you is that most of the foreign buyers are coming from the 2 countries to the north and to the south of us. And I think that's a good thing. Not real jazzed about China, but one of the things about China is that they are buying. Let's see if I can find which one let's see, I might not have that one next. Let's see. Let's get down with this. Let me put myself down here so I can see. So $54.4 billion of foreign buyer residential purchases happened from April of 2020 to March of 2021. And that was almost 3% of the $2 trillion of volume of existing home sales. So what they're saying is in the 12 months from April 2020 to March of 2021, we sold $2 trillion in the volume and the price of existing home sales. That's huge. That's huge. 107,000 is the number of foreign buyers that existing home purchases during April 2020 through March of 2021. So that's 2% of the nearly 6 million existing home sales. Not a big number, but it's substantial money-wise. 58%. So foreign buyers who reside in the United States, those are recent immigrants with less than 2 years at the time of the transaction, bought homes. And then the top 5 foreign buyers, again, I had that on a different chart earlier: Canada, Mexico, China, India, and the United Kingdom. So another interesting stat coming up here is, where are they going? Well, 22% of them are going to Florida. Interesting. California, 16%, Texas, 9%, Arizona, 5%, New York and New Jersey, 4%. And we're not there. Nevada's not one of the places where foreign buyers come. And that's really interesting, because I know we have a lot of foreign investors here. So that's an interesting stat to me. Florida, I guess many of the foreign buyers might be getting a second home, I think. And the median purchase price is $305,000 or $351,000, compared to $305,000 for all the existing homes sold in those 12 months from April 2020 to March of 2021. So I think that's interesting information. Do with it what you want. 39% of the foreign buyers paid all cash. 42% purchased property for a vacation home, a rental, or both. 65% of foreign buyers purchased a detached single-family home or townhome. And 49% of the foreign buyers purchased in a suburban area. And so perhaps that's a little bit why they shy away from Vegas, because we tend to be close to our industry, if you think about that. And then 65% fraction of leads and referrals from person or business contacts. Now, NAR put this out. So they're saying that 65%, the fraction of leads and referrals from personal or business contacts. That's interesting. So yeah, Frank's saying, let's see what Frank has to say. Hold, please, Frank. Frank is saying China's buying a lot of $1 million homes in California. Yes, and that's coming up. We're going to get to that. You're ahead of me as usual, Frank. I love it. Oh, let's see. Okay, we did that one. So let's hide that baby. And let's see. See if this is the one. Put myself down here, everybody, so you can see it nice and clear. So this is another really interesting chart. And again, this is all from NAR. And I actually uploaded the whole report. I think it's 34 pages of this profile of the international transactions. So I uploaded it into the group. So you can kind of go through and see, what you think is important from you. But they're saying, Frank, I guess if you look at the second one here, major destinations of foreign buyers from China. They're going to California. They're going to Georgia, New York, Michigan. And again, if you go down that list, we're 3% of Chinese buyers coming here. So we're not in the top. We're way down there. And then major destinations of foreign buyers from India. Again, California, 40%. Texas, 11%. And we are not in that at all. So the people from India are not coming here, according to this report. Mexico, they're going to Texas. Well, of course they're going to Texas, right? It's right next door. And yeah, Frank says, sorry. No, Frank, I love it. I love the interaction. I love when people make comments. Texas, California, Colorado, Arizona, and we're not in there either. And we have quite a healthy Hispanic community here. But when it comes to the percentage of the people that are coming to the United States, those are the top 10 states that they're going to, and we're not there. And then Canada, Florida, people are going to Florida, and Arizona and California. So the people from Canada aren't coming here either. Very interesting to me that these figures. Let's see what else we have. Let me get rid of this one. I love all this data, but in the short time we have, I don't always get enough time to tell the whole story. That's why I uploaded the 34-page report for y'all. But I'm just kind of giving you some highlights here. The United Kingdom, all cash purchasers among the top 5 foreign buyers. United Kingdom's coming here with cash, 82%. Canada, 66%. China, 40%. Mexico, 33%. And India, 8%. So a lot of cash buyers are coming from Canada, and United Kingdom. And then I was surprised about the Chinese. Only 40% are cash buyers. Hmm, that's interesting to me. I'm not so sure how. I think I'm going to have to read the whole report. But what do you think? Let's see what Frank has to say. A lot of foreign buyers are coming because of business. Yes, yeah, they're coming. So, Frank, I'd love your opinion. So, 40% of the Chinese cash are cash, but what about the other Chinese people? They're getting loans, I guess. See, I'm not that smart when it comes to loans. Um, so let's see what else is going on here. What else do we have for you? Um, okay, I think this is the one Frank I wanted to. Yeah. So Frank was saying, Chinese people are buying $1 million homes here. And I pointed out here in this particular one, because I didn't want to read all this stuff, because you all can look at this. The median purchase price was the highest among Asian and Indian buyers at 539,000. The second highest median purchase price was among the Chinese buyers at 476,000. In the past years, Chinese buyers typically purchase the most expensive properties compared to the other top foreign buyers. And so, Frank, to your point, yes, they are. They're the ones that are buying the $1 million homes, the Chinese. Not that the other ones aren't, but they have the biggest chunk of that market. So, and you can look at this. I think any information that you put in your brain sometimes about real estate, you never know who's going to ask you about that, because I can imagine that there would be some buyers perhaps saying, well, do you have a lot of foreign investors coming here? Do you have a lot of people buying to live here? Those are top of mind on people. So I would take it can't take more than 30 minutes and digest this 34-page report from NAR. I think it's interesting. This is probably the most interesting thing to me, and that is home prices in many United States metro areas are comparatively inexpensive compared to prices in the central areas of global cities. So in San Jose, the price per square foot, are they right? Oh, per square meter, okay, is $8,970. The median home price is $1,500,000 in San Jose. But look at the difference in the price per square meter in San Jose and in Hong Kong. I mean, that's almost 3.5 times as expensive in Hong Kong to buy a house as it is in San Jose, which is at the top of the charts, because right now that Sunnyvale, Santa Clara area has the highest median home price at $1,500,000 is the median in San Jose. In San Francisco, it's $1,200,000. In Anaheim, it's $1 million, and in Boulder, $727,000. Los Angeles, $682,000. Seattle. I mean, you go down there, and we are not anywhere close to that on that chart. So if you go down to the left-hand side, in Kingston, Jamaica, the price per square meter is $1,404. Wow. And that's amazing. So if you go, let's see, Mexico City is $2,834 per square meter. So, I mean, most of the cities, the global cities who are moving here are coming from places where they're spending a lot more for homes. So that's really interesting. I like that. I like that a lot. This was, like, to me, the most intriguing. Frank, how many square feet are there in a meter? Okay, so he's answering one of my questions here. Frank says, they get funded by China banks. It is a way they're laundering money. Oh, dear, you're always so full of interesting information. Wow. Yeah, laundering money. That's interesting. And a bank in Italy is now owned by China. Your bank, meaning our bank, your own bank in Italy is owned by China now. Oh, well, yes, China is after us for sure. So I thought this was really interesting. And Frank, how many, let's see, he didn't answer me yet. If anybody knows, how many square feet are in a square meter? price per square meter, because then we can make some sense of this, better sense of it anyway. All right, let's see. And we did that. So we did that one. Okay, so there you go. And we showed this earlier, but now that we've gone through all those stats, let's show this again. Yes, the top 5 foreign buyers: Canada, Mexico, China, India, United Kingdom. Yeah, so Canada and Mexico coming, and then coming to United States. And this on the left says where they're going: California, Arizona, Texas, Florida. It's interesting to me that, well, I guess New York. I mean, New York is an international cosmopolitan city. So 1 meter is 10 square feet. Okay, so if we go back here, everybody, isn't this fun? Yeah. So a meter is 10 square feet. So when they say a square meter, so in San Jose, I guess you divide it by 10, right? Yeah, $897 a square foot. Am I right? Yeah. But in Hong Kong, it's 2,857 if you convert the meter to a foot, right? Yeah. So interesting. I mean, and we're right around, what are we at, 400? We're right around 200. So we're very, very affordable here. Very affordable. All right, everybody. So I think I'm going to start ending the show in winning the day. We have to start time blocking. If you don't time block, you're not going to accomplish anything. And we all need to be calling people, video texting people, writing personal notes, sending out items of value through the mail, the snail mail, and also email and on social media. We've got to stay top of mind. And I've been preaching branding for years, and I have been telling everybody, trying to educate everybody that the iBuyer platforms are coming. And now Zillow is in the forefront, and they're poised to take 50% of our market share in the next, Tom Ferry says 3 to 5 years. I say after 2023, I think we need to, by 2023, and don't put it off because it takes time. One of our people that worked for us years ago, actually, she was my trainer, Tracy. She's coming back. And my point is that I told her, you got 6 months before you're really going to see any fruits of your labor because she was out of the business for several years now. She's coming back in. I said, so I'm going to get her on the Buffini system. I'm going to get her doing things that Buffini now offers. He gives you the formula. He gives you the recipe, and he tells you how long you have to stay in each one of these ovens, right? You have to do all these things. And I just want to preach to you people, to all of my followers and everybody, all the members and anybody listening, we have got to save our industry. And the only way we're going to do it is by building the relationships that we have, adding people to our database and increasing the database. And if you have 100 to 200 people in your database, Buffini will tell you you're poised to make $300,000 a year. And so in these times when it seems like, everything's a little bit of low-hanging fruit, so to speak, lots of buyers coming, lots of sellers selling. But don't overlook the fact that the market will change. It will be an adjustment somehow, some way. I personally think the adjustment's going to be good for us, if I had to go out on a limb. So if that's the case, let's be prepared and let's make sure everybody knows our name, like Cheers, right? I'm going to have a social media class on Friday from 10 to 1. Lots of new material. We're going to show you how you put a chat box on your Agent Formula website as well. And lots of interesting things, new things, trying to keep Facebook easy for everybody. If you want to use it to to boost and to stay in front of people. A lot of people are engaging now, especially from California, we're finding, and those engagements can turn into leads, especially when you're boosting good information like we're giving you. So I love everybody. You have a wonderful day. I'm off to the office and hope to see you all tomorrow. And Jimmy, I'm going to hold your feet to the fire. You got to be here tomorrow. I winged it today, but I think his input would have been very interesting. But thank you, Frank. Thank you, Annetta and Karen, for your comments, and the Facebook user whom I can't see. I can't see who it is for some reason. But anyway, thank you all, and don't forget to join the group if you're not a member. Leave comments, give me some likes, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And it's Ruthie Rocks.